You're listening to Popcorn in Orbit, a podcast for sci-fi lovers of all galaxies, hosted by filmmakers Jeremy Major and Ian P. Causer.
All right, everyone, welcome back. It's Jeremy here in Canada, alongside Ian in the UK, also known as Great Britain.
Hey, Jay.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. All right, this is kind of a wacky, turned upside down sort of episode today.
Yeah.
Do you want to take us through what's in store here?
The idea is to name 5 great movies we each hate to admit we don't love.
Right.
All movie buffs know there are objectively great films.
Yes.
There are objectively great films that we love.
Mm-hmm.
And there are objectively great films we don't like to admit we don't love. Because that might make us seem unintellectual. Which probably isn't a word. They might make us feel like we don't get them. But the truth of the matter is, we just don't connect with them.
Yeah.
And I want people to know out there who aren't movie nerds like us, it's perfectly fine for you to not like a classic.
Yeah, don't feel badly.
Don't feel bad about it. Mm-hmm. You're right.
It's not you, it's them.
It's them. Yeah, subjective opinion is absolutely fine. And the filmmakers that we're talking about are going to be great filmmakers, and they won't mind.
Yeah.
That's the wonderful thing about film.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't know what we've gone for here. I'm keen to know because I've never admitted these, I'll be honest. Because you don't want to seem like that guy, but I'm kind of keen to hear what 5 great movies you don't love.
The definition of great is going to be an interesting one here.
Yeah.
I think what I've sort of pinned them down as are movies that I feel like I was supposed to like because everybody else did.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, I wanted to put Rise of Skywalker on there, but there are some people out there that don't think Rise of Skywalker is a truly great film. So I couldn't put Rise of Skywalker on my list.
Yeah. All right. And just before we get into that, this is a shameless plug / update. Because we have had some emails from people saying, can we help with do post-production on your film? Can we do music for your film? Yeah. So we just want to give you a little update. We shot a film in the summer, and it's called Joe 3.0, which technically it's 3.0, but it doesn't have quite the same ring to it.
No, I prefer 3.0. I don't know why.
Yeah. Ian wrote it. He plays a role in it. I directed it. And we're in post-production right now, like right at the end, basically. We're fine-tuning, right? So I'm sorry, we don't need help with the post-production right now, but reach out because there are, other things come up. Other things will be coming up.
No, I've had emails from people who've got job titles in the industry. I didn't know the job existed.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And what people do. And it's really kind of people to reach out and offer to help.
And this is it's kind of a crazy film. I'm going to say it. I hope you don't mind me saying that. But
I think it is. No, I don't mind at all. I think it is a crazy film. It's brilliantly written, but crazy.
Yes. And it's science fiction meets found footage. And I'm not going to say too much more about it other than that. So it's a pretty wild genre that we've been exploring. But anyway, and just to more on the craziness, I will say the other day we were watching a review copy in the house, and my son came in and saw it on the TV, and he was like, this Ian that wrote this. Do we need to check in with him? Is he okay?
Oh, wonderful.
And I was like, absolutely, that is a concern.
Yeah. Well, just to put some meat on the bone, you set me a challenge, actually.
I did.
All the way back in April.
I did, yeah.
You said, can you write something? And you gave me 3 pointers. Found footage, sci-fi, and I forget the third, sorry.
Low budget.
Low budget, that's always important. But still make it compelling.
Yeah.
And so, I went away and wrote
like
this
a week
thing.
later, you were like, I've written something.
And you liked it. So
Oh, yeah.
You have elevated it from the page, I must say. There's a lot of backslapping going on here.
I know.
Which is unedifying. But you've done a beautiful job.
It stretched my directorial muscle, I will say, into new places.
Yeah.
Which was great. So anyway, we'll have more on that. At this point in time, you can track it if you want on like IMDb or IMDb Pro. You can, click to track. And as its status gets updated, you'll get updated, and then you can see when it's out. And we'll have some more news on that hopefully soon. So shameless plug aside, back to the task at hand.
It's just confession. Look at it as confession. It's a filmmaker's confession. I don't love insert classic movie title here.
Yes. As a film popped in my head, I checked Rotten Tomatoes, for example, to make sure, am I right in thinking that this is universally loved?
It's usually film school stuff, isn't it? What do they show at film school and say this is the art form at its very peak? And you sit there going, it's a bit dull, let's be honest. Yeah. It's that sort of confession.
Yeah, and in all honesty, probably this list could be 100 long. Let's face it. But I'm highlighting.
Careful.
I'm highlighting some of the ones that some of mine are more current. You know what I mean? It's not just stuff I might have seen in film school.
No. I tell you where the idea came from. In the first season, I just happened to pass comment that I believe Citizen Kane is objectively better than Uncle Buck.
Right.
But 365 days a year, I'm going to choose watching Uncle Buck over Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
And I was quite surprised by the reaction to that.
Right.
And everybody who's mentioned it agreed with me. Yeah. Yes. Uncle Buck. Like, I was expecting people to go, you can't compare Citizen Kane to Uncle Buck. But actually the reaction was everybody who's raised it agreed with me.
Yeah.
So that's what got me thinking.
So is Citizen Kane one on your list, or have you?
No, I've left that off because I've already had a
we've
dig
talked
at that.
about it. All right. Yeah. All right. So here's my first confession about that. I don't actually think I've seen all of Citizen Kane. I think we watched parts of it in film school, and
you do.
I never went back to it.
Yeah. It's, to be fair, it's 97 hours long.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a commitment.
So you can't watch it all. It's just not possible.
Yeah,
it is. It's 97. So that's what it felt like. But they keep pausing it. That's the problem with film school, isn't it? They show you this scene. Yeah. And so, it feels like the film's 6 weeks old.
Yeah.
6 weeks long, rather.
Yeah.
Clearly, Orson Welles is a genius. We're not knocking Orson Welles.
Absolutely.
So what is your actual first confession?
Yes. And I don't know that these are in any particular order, except maybe the order of fun. I don't know. Okay, so my first confession, I hear people talk about this movie a lot. It's so great. I loved it. Gladiator.
Okay.
I'm actually not a fan of the movie Gladiator. I saw it in the theater at the time. Yeah, it was fine. It was fine.
Yeah.
Never think about it after and have no interest in seeing it again.
That's interesting because Gladiator definitely ticks the box of objectively great film.
There you go.
It definitely ticks the box of everybody loves it except you. And,
exactly.
I've seen I'll tell you a story about Gladiator. My dad and my sister would watch it together almost every week when it came out on DVD. Yeah, it is a firm favourite of theirs. And I remember before my sister moved out home, the amount of times I'd walk into the house or walk downstairs and in the lounge, Gladiator's playing at full volume, and it's my dad and my sister watching it. They must have watched it 50 times. Wow. Honestly.
Oh my gosh.
Now, I'm not one of those Gladiator fans, but I've probably seen it 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
I think there's some stuff in there that is become cliched, but I think that's always a compliment.
Yeah.
But what I love about Gladiator is Richard Harris and Oliver Reed. Those 2 performances in supporting roles are fantastic, and Jaimin Honsu is brilliant.
Oh yeah, I love him. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that might have been his first movie, or first American movie. I'm not sure.
Amistad, I believe was.
Good point. Good point.
Which he was amazing in.
He's fantastic in that.
Yes. What is it about Gladiator that's so great?
It harks back to the classic sort of sword and sandals that hadn't been made since the 60s.
Yeah.
So I think Ben-Hur and all that stuff. I think Joaquin Phoenix is genuinely interesting as the psychotic emperor.
Right, yeah.
And it's a star maker, isn't it? It's Russell Crowe's star making movie. That's where he goes to the A-list.
Yeah.
I think it's a reinvention of a genre that had died on the vine. And it's Ridley Scott. He knows how to do
Ridley Scott.
Yeah. He knows how to do this stuff.
Yeah.
It's massive production value. I'm not with you then I don't. But I also understand where you're coming from. And for me, it's a genre thing. Anything period, to me, if I'm honest, whether that's Pride and Prejudice, Shakespeare, Gladiator, French Revolution, Les Mis. Whenever I see a period film like that, I'm like, this would be so much better as a Western.
Interesting.
The best period genre, in my opinion, is just turn it into a Western.
That's a really interesting point, because the other thing that I've sort of been enlightened about recently, and it started with, there was a Saturday Night Live skit about this idea of like a Roman Empire, and everybody has this fantasy about like running a Roman Empire. I didn't even know this was a thing.
No.
Until the Saturday Night Live skit. And then my kids turn to me and they're like, oh yeah, Dad. Yeah, everyone wants to have a Roman Empire. Like, what are you talking about? I have no desire. This is not a fantasy of mine. But if there's a time period that I do think about, it is like 1800s.
Yeah.
And, maybe the West and the pioneer days and all of that, right?
The Lord.
That's my Roman Empire.
Yeah, that's mine as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like sandals. I don't like togas. Gladiator 2 was, don't watch it. If you didn't like Gladiator, don't watch Gladiator 2.
Yeah.
That really jumps the shark. And for people who've seen that film, they'll get that joke because they put sharks in the Colosseum.
All right. Take me through your number one.
My number one.
Your first confession.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh, I get that.
You do? Oh, I do. Thank you.
It's a tough watch.
It's genius.
It's genius.
It's genius at all.
Yeah.
Not questioning Kubrick. He's a touchstone guy.
Really
but I
tough to watch.
Struggle with it. I really struggle with it. I feel uncomfortable saying that.
Yeah, I know.
Genuinely, I can feel it in me going, you can't admit on a sci-fi podcast that you don't love 2001. But the truth of the matter is, I don't love 2001.
Can you appreciate it on some level?
Yes.
Okay, there. You're saved.
I can appreciate it on the level of this is the first, isn't it? This is the first non-fantasy space sci-fi film.
And it's incredibly well executed.
It's extraordinarily well executed. And it inspires Lucas for Star Wars. He's admitted it. But God bless him, he looks at it and goes, it's just too slow, which is what I think. He wants some like dogfights in space.
Yeah.
Rather than this very slow. But I think it's a choice. It's an artistic choice, not a technological choice. He wants to raise anxiety.
Yeah.
A bit like he does with The Shining, with the kid on the trike going around the hotel in circles and circles. It's about raising tension and anxiety. And for me, The Shining is, I love The Shining. That's brilliant. But 2001, it makes my teeth itch.
Yeah.
When you just like, it's like, I don't know what it is.
Never heard that expression, but I like it.
Wow. Yeah. Like nails on a chalkboard. But again, objectively great movie.
This is the episode that we're gonna like have a lot of haters.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of hate mail, and we're gonna get a lot of people coming in with stuff like, "I'm so glad that this has now become socially acceptable because I despise."
That is true.
Movie title here. Yeah. So what's your second confession?
I'm actually not very private about this information. Sound of Music.
Is that a great movie? Is that a great movie?
Oh, yeah. It's 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know anyone who doesn't love it. They're like, oh, Christmas tradition. Got to watch Sound of Music.
I'm with you, buddy.
So we're in agreement on that one. Like, I can't do it. And now it's just like, it might be a nice movie, but now it's just become a thing. I'm stubborn about it. I don't even want to attempt it again.
It annoys me. It genuinely irritates me. I think it's because I did a history degree, right? And in my final year, my entire final year in dissertation was on World War II.
Okay.
So this idea that Nazi-occupied Europe would see Julie Bleeding Andrews dancing in a meadow, spinning around, it doesn't sit right with me. And a history degree can do that to you. So I don't like the song Waterloo by ABBA because they're singing about a battle where a lot of people died.
My gosh.
So whenever I hear them singing Waterloo, I'm like, have you any idea how many people died at Waterloo and you're making a pop song out of it?
Got to start listening to lyrics.
That's what having a history degree does to you, I suppose. It makes you a little bit of a grump. I guess, when it comes to that stuff. But yeah, no. Is there anything you can appreciate about The Sound of Music? Did you ever do a sing-along at your theatre? Because that's a popular
Sound of
thing,
Music?
I know. Yeah.
I think we might have, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. We might have.
You were out of town that day.
Yeah, yeah.
No, understand that one, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. All right. What about you? What else you got there?
Okay, next one. Again, genius filmmaker. Objectively great film. But I don't love Apocalypse Now. I just can't get on board Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
Even though it is probably the most powerful anti-war film ever made. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And, Coppola's as good as it gets. But it's just, I just can't get through it.
Yeah.
I've tried. Yeah. I think I've seen the first half an hour of Apocalypse Now about 4 times and not got further. Then I watched it all and kind of wanted the last 2.5 hours of my life back, and then watched the first half hour again another couple of times. This is over a period of 30 years. Just the acting's fantastic.
Yeah.
Certainly from Martin Sheen. I love Robert Duvall's little bit, love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel like I wanted more Robert Duvall when you get past
love
that
him.
bit.
Yeah.
And it's just probably too dark for me.
Yeah.
Probably too dark. Whereas Platoon, Oliver Stone's
right.
I've watched Platoon a few times. I think that's brilliant. So it's not even a genre thing. It's just I can't get along with Apocalypse Now.
And what about Tropic Thunder?
Tropic Thunder. I think that's an unofficial trilogy, isn't it? Apocalypse Now, Platoon, and Tropic Thunder. Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that's true.
Have you seen Apocalypse Now?
I haven't actually seen it because it's so dark. I'm scared of it. I've always been scared of it.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Even the font they use for the title is they nailed it. Don't get me wrong. Objectively great film. Don't love it.
Yeah, like Coppola is a wild one, man. Like, if you look at, what's it called? What's this most recent one? Metropolis? Metropolis? What's it called? What is it called?
That's the one.
Anyway.
Metropolis.
Yeah, but the whole... What is it called? There's some extra syllables in there. It is Metropolis. No, is it Metropolis? No, Megalopolis. Oh my gosh.
Megalopolis, yeah.
But yeah, Coppola is a bit of a wild one where on Megalopolis, they even use it as a marketing tactic where it's like in 10 years, everyone will understand this film, right? He's so ahead of his time that you
tongue
won't.
in cheek, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my next confession. Here's a movie. It was involved with Oscar wins, all kinds of great stuff. I just didn't love it. And I feel badly saying it. But it's Rocky.
Oh.
I didn't see it until pretty recently. And I don't know if have you seen it recently?
Yeah, love Rocky.
Yeah. I just found it a bit difficult to watch. Again, I feel badly saying it, but I just didn't connect.
Really?
But maybe I just wasn't in the right mood. I don't know.
Well, you're allowed to not love it. It's a great movie. It's definitely a great movie. It's beloved. And you're allowed to not love it. And I think possibly the way you don't love it is the fight sequences in the original Rocky aren't very convincing. So it feels a little bit slapsticky. But what I love about Rocky is I thought I was watching a boxing movie and I'm not.
Yeah.
When I first sat down to watch Rocky in the 90s, I thought this is going to be a boxing movie, and it's not. And I adore the character of Rocky Balboa. It's really strange. So I can't honestly say I'm a massive Sly Stallone fan because I don't like Rambo. I don't like there's a lot of stuff he does I don't even watch. But I adore Rocky Balboa as a character. And I think his creation of him, writing him, directing him is phenomenal. Yeah. And it's a little similar to Bruce Willis. I adore John McClane. I think he's perfect in the Die Hard films. But I can't honestly say I'm a huge Bruce Willis fan and I love everything he's done. But Rocky is one of those with a beloved following. Yeah. I don't know that many Rocky fans are listening to a sci-fi pod, so I think you're safe. Yeah. But if there is one where we might get some hate mail, it'll be for that one.
Such a product of its time too. Do you know what I mean? Stylistically, it's a bit shrill or something. But what I will say is that, yeah, man, I've watched all the Creed movies and that, and I really enjoyed them. And Sylvester Stallone is fabulous in those, right? Like you do connect with him emotionally.
Yeah, you do.
He does carry like a lot of that weight somehow. It just works. Like you really feel for the guy.
Yeah.
And everything he goes through. So
it's the relationship with Adrian in the first one that's the key, I think.
Yeah. So I totally get that it was a great film when it came out. And it was, I feel like, the first of its kind in so many ways. There's a lot of great stuff about it. It's just it's a bit dated and a bit hard to watch in today's with what we're used to today.
Fine.
Yeah.
You're allowed to
there you go.
You're allowed to say it, Jay. You're allowed to say it.
I said it. All right.
Right. Okay. So I've decided to be super brave, and I think it's only fair that if you're gonna say this, you've got to also go after your heroes. And my hero, as everybody knows, is Steven Spielberg. So I sat down and thought, right, if you're going to be really honest with yourself and Jeremy and your audience, what great, truly great Spielberg film do you not love? And one popped up, and it's sci-fi, and it's Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Oh.
And it is brilliant. And I don't want anybody thinking I don't think it's brilliant. But
I know what you're
honestly
saying.
Don't love it. It's not a film I've watched 5, 6, 7, 8 times.
No.
Which I have done with many Spielberg films. You know?
Yeah.
Raiders of the Lost Ark's probably into 3 figures by now. Well, I fell in love with it when I was 5, and I'm now, mid-40s. So
it just plays on loop. You have a TV dedicated to Raiders.
Yeah, just to Raiders. Same with Jaws. I've lost count how many times I've seen Jaws.
Yeah.
But Close Encounters, I've only seen it twice. And the second viewing was to see what I missed in the first. Mm-hmm. Because the first viewing was, it's good, it's brilliant, it's Spielberg, but I'm not loving it like I love all the other stuff he does. And then the second viewing, I was like, well, that can't be right. You must be misremembering, or you're in a bad mood that day. So I watched it again, and I was like, no, my opinion hasn't actually changed. I don't know why it doesn't grab me, but it doesn't grab me.
I would love to know what the general sense is around that, because I agree with you. It was nice. I didn't mind watching it. I've only seen it once, but it did not grab me like so many of his other films. And this one on Rotten Tomatoes, this is 90%. So this is pretty universally loved.
Groundbreaking stuff.
Yeah.
In many ways. And beloved. I know people who, that's their favorite film of all time.
Now, are those sci-fi people, or are those just sort of general audience people?
Just general audience people.
Yeah, I wonder if there's something there.
I feel terribly guilty about it.
Like me and Rocky? Yeah.
A little bit, I guess. I feel like, how dare you,
I know.
How dare you not love this film?
Yeah.
And not
it's
watch
okay,
it on
Ian.
Repeat. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
I think some of the others I've mentioned today, I genuinely don't have a problem saying, Apocalypse Now is too dark for me. I don't have a problem saying that. But I do feel a sense of just, because Spielberg's my guy, and because I know it is a good film, I just feel like it's me. The problem's me.
Yeah. You need to look inward.
Yeah. Why is the problem me here?
No,
because I even love Richard Dreyfuss in Jaws. It's not like I don't like the star either. Totally. He's phenomenal in Jaws,
Yeah.
Didn't even know if I could say it today. It was on the list.
You got it out.
I wrote a substitute just in case, but I thought, no, we've got to be honest.
You're going to feel lighter after this.
Yeah. Last one. So it's your last one, buddy.
I got no problem admitting to this one.
Okay.
Sometimes the measurement.
Star Wars.
No.
This pod
and you might not agree this is a great film. Rotten Tomatoes says 90%. So many people I know love these movies. The measurement for me on certain films is, can I stay awake through the film? And I don't have like a sleeping problem or anything else. But there are literally things where I'm like perfectly wide awake. The second it comes on, I fall asleep. And then when it's over, I'm perfectly awake. Like it was like I wasn't even tired, but something about the movie just triggers a chemical in me.
Okay.
So, for example, Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Okay,
any of the Captain Americas, I struggle to stay awake through. And I think Winter Soldier took me about 5 sittings.
Really?
Yeah, it was like I could watch 20 minutes at a time before I'd fall asleep.
That's fantastic. I actually quite like Winter Soldier. It's like a spy thriller.
Everyone does.
Inside of a superhero movie. It's like a spy thriller. You got Robert Redford's in it, for crying out loud.
He's great.
Just as he appears, you're like, this isn't a normal superhero movie. That's Robert Redford, you know. But again, the MCU is very.
I could probably put a lot of films from the MCU on this list.
It provokes strong opinions for and against. I don't know if I've ever seen anything that really riles people in both camps. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't remember Coppola and Scorsese being overtly critical about anything to this level like they are about the MCU. Yeah. I mean, they're outspokenly calling it the death of cinema.
Right.
Well, I think they're fine. You know, I think Endgame was great. You know, there's an emotional heft to it. But I understand where you're coming from on that. But I quite like that movie. I have to be honest. I do quite like that movie.
Really? So it's like counting sheep for me, really.
Yeah. Never a good sign.
Wrap this up for us.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. Yeah, this was a big movie when we were growing up, and I've never really connected with it, even though, again, I love the director, Mr. Fincher. And that's Fight Club.
Okay.
I just find it too stylized. I find it too... I can't get into it as a story because of voiceover and the stylization of it or what have you. And I love a lot of what Fincher's done.
Yes.
You know, I say Apocalypse Now is too dark for me. Seven is extraordinarily dark, but I think it's a brilliant movie.
Oh, I love it.
Zodiac, love, brilliant movie. Fincher's Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, love it, fantastic film. I think probably if you ask what's his biggest cult following, it would be Fight Club, and that's the one I just don't love.
Yeah.
I saw it in the 90s, and it fits in the 90s. It's a product of its time.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah.
But even then I was like, you know, why is everybody quoting this at college, you know, and saying how cool this is? Yeah. I probably had more fights than a lot of people at college, and I can tell you, they're not fun.
It was a little too real for you.
Maybe it's too little, not so much fun. And I understand it's satirical, but why would you want to promote that, I guess?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
That promotion of that does seem to be targeting teenagers in particular, teenage boys in particular.
Yeah.
And whilst I know it's not to be taken literally, he's making a comment, I think it got out of control.
Yeah.
And what he was commenting on, he ended up actually encouraging because of
it was
popularity, because people thought it was cool. And I didn't think it was cool. I didn't think anything about it was cool. It's weird. It just never did nothing for me.
I get that, yeah.
But I recognise it's a great film, but I don't love it. And I've intentionally picked filmmakers here who I love their other work from, because it'd be very easy to pick on, like, I don't know, Citizen Kane. I'm not a big Wells fan. Fine. Yeah. But I think it was more interesting to pick a Spielberg film and to pick a Coppola film, because to me, The Godfather might be the greatest movie ever made, you know. To pick a Fincher film, because I'm a huge fan of David Fincher. It just goes to show you that even your very favourites can make something that doesn't connect with you.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
That's right. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you need a hug?
Yeah, virtual hug. Can I get your opinion on Fight Club? Are you a fan? Are you?
I like it. Yeah. But I get what you're saying. I was a bit disturbed by the level of violence. Yeah. But it's one of those movies that I left enjoying it somehow. Clockwork Orange is another one where it's like, it's really disturbing, but in the end, you feel satisfied.
Okay.
That was how it was for me. So, and I watched it again just, maybe a year or two ago, and I enjoyed it. I'm certainly not in the cult category. I do know some people are in that cult category who love it.
I can't imagine it's aged well. I
thought it wasn't bad. Really? It's such a good cast,
Yeah, it is. It is a great cast.
Yeah.
It feels like, I don't know why, I close my eyes and I picture Fight Club. I feel like fluorescent lighting and harsh this and harsh that and kind of feeling like a product of its time. But
yeah, very much. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I enjoy it. Did you enjoy that?
I did,
killing your career?
Yeah,
killing your career on a podcast.
I guess we're done. We'll be canceled next week. No, I'd be interested to see if what sort of feedback we get, and if we're the only ones who feel this way about these films, or if other people are willing to come forward and not that we're out to
Come out of the closet.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing.
Step out of the closet and admit you don't love Citizen Kane. It's okay.
Just do it.
The reason I framed it this way is I can't stand people who just give bad reviews of somebody else's work.
Yeah.
But we're doing a podcast and it would be ridiculous to say all films are brilliant. All films, we love all films. That's not true or realistic in any way, shape or form. So I thought it'd be more interesting rather than to say 5 bad films, which are the 5 worst films, which is very negative.
Yes. Yeah.
It's 5 great films that we just don't love. And I kind of wondered what's wrong with us when we're not loving it.
Yeah. Are we the oddballs or are there others who feel this way?
Yeah, exactly.
Hard to say. Time will tell. All right, Ian, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure as always.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you, buddy.
And we will catch you in the next one.
Take care.
Popcorn in Orbit is produced by the Shooting Eye and Ice River Pictures.